Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 6. Oh my God, 6. We are in week 6. After week 6, there's 7. After 7, there's 8. So technically, I only have 3 weeks left of these classes. And I am ecstatic because I graduate December 18th. But with my degree. Okay, so today I'm going to do a shameless plug. If you guys have been watching my show, you're probably asking, what do I use to create my show? Well, I decided to expand my horizons and sign up for the Ecamm Live affiliate program. And in doing so, it's a shameless plug. So, one of the tools that I use to create these videos is Ecamm Live. And I enjoy it because it is a one-stop deal. I don't have to worry about cutting and pasting. Once I film it, if I want to tweak some editing, I can, but I don't have to. So I love it. So you're going to start seeing me talk a little bit about Ecamm Live in the beginning, but I'm not going to drown you with it because I know you're not here for that. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay. So, I've been taking 2 classes. One is strategic storytelling, and the other one is social media marketing. That's right. I am taking that course, social media marketing. And it has been really an eye opener. When I first got into social media marketing back in, I think I really started getting into it around 2010. And that was when I took a hiatus from truck driving. And my sister was at that time looking to manage a couple of independent music groups. And I really wanted to help her. So I took to the internet. And at that time, Apple was on the rise and social media was coming out. Facebook had really blossomed. Google Plus, I believe it was. So there were all these great social media tools to showcase who you were, what you were selling, give people information, connect with people, all these great things. So I dove into social media marketing without realizing I was doing social media marketing, or at least trying to do social media marketing. Fast forward a couple years, I decide, okay, I'm going to be a social media marketing. And I created a local community magazine and began to build that. And the purpose of that digital magazine was to showcase local companies in the area, highlight their businesses. And it was supposed to be a one stop for people coming and visiting, and they could look up that town. Then they would see my magazine blog, and they would click around and get to know the community. That went okay. I did have a couple customers, but it didn't work. So I shut it down and I pushed all those things to the side and put my focus in driving, and then decided in 2020, going back to school, to do this right here: learn social media marketing. And it's been a journey, and a journey I have just enjoyed. So I tell you all that quick story. Hey, strategic storytelling. I tell you all that to get you into what I'm talking about today. So at this stage in the course, if you take this course going to SNHU, by this time, week 6, if you don't have a solid grasp on what social media marketing is about, how to apply those tools, then all I can say is you're probably not reading what you're supposed to be reading in the class. That is the only way that you would not know. So let's take a look at the beginnings. You guys may not remember the beginnings, but I'm going to take you a little bit back to beginnings. I'm going to make this quick. So here is the beginnings. When I first started this class, this was one of the first announcements that our professor introduced us to. And this is a diagram or an image, but it highlights all of the different types of social media marketing channels. As you can see, there are many channels in which you can do social media marketing. So one thing I took away from this week is understanding having the right channel to deliver the right message to the right group of people. Those were the three things I took away from this class. Having the right channel to deliver the right message to connect with the right people. So some people would say the right people would be your niche market, okay? And your message is your content. But make sure you understand your channels, because those are the backbones of getting to where you need to go. Now, the other part of this is we have been doing the marketing, looking at the case study of SNHU Pet Supply. So one of the things we looked at this week that we really focused on was their marketing strategy. And the highlight here, when you're looking at a strategy, you're looking at what is the direction and purpose of what they're trying to do. So the key thing is growing brand awareness. That was what they wanted to do in reference to a new product, but it was growing brand awareness. The other thing is they want to increase sales. And then the last thing, they were wanting to reach new customers. Here it is, reaching customers. So those were their three things that they were really focused on for this. And we looked at some of their metrics as we took a look at that. And then their metrics, as we can see here, they did good in a lot of places, but overall they dropped 46% on page likes, they dropped 73% on post engagements, and they dropped 47% on reach. And that right there is due to not knowing the right channels to send the right message to reach the right people. The other part of that is consistency. They're only posting twice a week. Now, I only post twice a week, but I'm not a business, and that is changing. And so that is something that they definitely need to do. So one of the books that I read for this is called Social Media Strategy. Now, I actually had that book in a previous class. This class, we didn't talk about that book, but I used that book because it had a lot of value in it. And I want to show you here this book. You can buy it on Amazon, but if you're going to take the class, I think it's Social Media Strategies is the class that I use this book in. But social media marketing, this is a strategy. Definitely need this book. So Philip C. Clampett is his name, and he talks about the 5 C's, coordinates. Now he uses coordinates. I uses make sure you know what you're doing, what's your goal, what's your purpose, brand awareness. That's your coordinate, okay? Channels, your social media channels, content. Make sure you got your content is in line with those channels. You don't want to be posting a 10-minute video on TikTok. Probably wouldn't even let you. Connections, you got to make sure all these things are connected, and then do the assessment so that you know what you're doing wrong. So these were the biggest takeaways that I had for this week. Understanding your channel, understanding your coordinates, your goal, making sure that your content is in line, making sure you have the right connections, and then do the assessment do the assessments. All right. That wraps up this week. I'm out of time. That wraps up this week's story. And I will see you guys on next week. And peace out. Happy Pride for all you family fans out there. Happy Pride. And I'll see you on the bounce. Peace out.